Bring it in, pimps and bakers, it's Baker Pantheon here, and today we're looking at the new Baker Pantheon skin costing 975 riot points and making a dream come true for a young man from Sparta who really all he ever wanted to do was bake pastries and bread and cakes. That's all he ever wanted to do. It's not his fault that he was trained and molded into a vicious Spartan warrior, killing people at will. It's not his fault. He just wanted to bake cakes. So Riot has come through with a solid, and they've given us a pretty funny skin here. Baker Pantheon, and honestly, for 975 RP, I think that's quite reasonable, man. I really do. So in today's video, we're looking at all of his abilities, the voiceover lines, which don't change, but I did notice every single time I played the emote line, Control 1, every single time it was the Baker line. So he's saying it already. Alright, so check it out. When I do it.
Yes, a baker.
Yes, a baker. There's two lines. There's yes, a baker, and my profession.
You know, now that I
I've
always wanted to be a baker.
And then, yes, a baker.
Yes, a baker.
Those are the only two lines he has for the emote, which is awesome. It's just that baker line, which is what the whole skin is themed about. Let's check out the other taunts and see if there's anything else about bakeries or blah blah blah, and then we'll check out the recall, which you might have already seen, but it's sick. By the way, can we smash 10,000 likes? Actually, that's quite a lot. Maybe 6,900, so like 6900 for a Baker Pantheon. Make a man's dreams come true. All right, taunt 2.
Getting kicked into a well is the least of your worries.
Should be like getting kicked into a sifter or something. Into a flask, a measuring flask. So yeah, it doesn't look like any of the other emotes change, but the fact that his only taunt is, or only emote is the Baker line, I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's check out the recall here. You start off by throwing down your knife with butter on it, slamming some bread into the furnace, and look at that. It's his shield. Oh, she folds his shield in. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. I think that's a pretty dope recall. The fact that it summons a fucking stove. It summons a fucking stove. Like, period. I think that one's pretty awesome. Alright, so we'll take the boots, head back to lane, and see what abilities we can use. By the way, we could actually ultimate here. We could ult in. Let's do it. Let's start this off with a bang. Let's start this off with the ult. So we're going to ult over here. And then, look at this. It gathers around you. You jump up and it's like flour comes out of your ass. It's like flour coming out of your ass when you jump up. You go, shoo! And then when you land, it has that doughy effect. I think that's a pretty cool ult. I think it is. So first things first, we've got the Baker Pantheon skin here on the... Okay, well that's normal Pantheon, you know, looking like a Spartan and stuff. And his ultimate doing that, like, almost fire damage. Alright, so he played himself. Please, no. Alright, Razor Chickens didn't touch me. Anyway, first off, let's compare the skins here. You have got a frickin' bread roll as your shield, which is awesome. You've got a knife with butter on it as your spear. Obviously, the chef hat is amazing. The fact he has a rolling pin on his back, it's just, it looks funny. And this is... Honestly, this isn't a skin that you buy for the particle effects. This is a skin that you buy for the base appearance and the recall. So let's go ahead and test out the auto attacks with our butter knife. It still has the blood splash effects, which I think is funny. And look at that. There's your passive. It is a donut, a chocolate chip cookie, a croissant, and is that a bagel or something? Or a pastry? And there it goes. So yeah, I mean, honestly, that passive is funny as fuck, I think. And 4 auto attacks to get it back. Wait, what? There we go. Look at that. I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. So let's check out the Q, the javelin toss. Boom, boom, boom. Just throws your butter knife, but there is a buttery effect when it hits. Instead of bloody effect, it's butter. That's pretty cool, in my honest opinion. So yeah, another little particle changing effect. Remember, 975 RP skin. I think very worth. Alright, let's check out the W. Alright, now we're going to use W. Boom. The stun effect, there's a little puff there, like a cartoony puff effect, which is supposed to symbolize dough, I believe. And then obviously you get your shield. You see, there was a little butter effect. They should make the auto attacks turn yellow instead of red as well, so the blood is always looking like butter. That would be dope. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Alright, testing out. What's this? A Heat Heartseeker Strike.
Let us press on.
Alright, let us press on. And once again, it's got the butter knife and the buttery effect, which is just too cool. Alright, let's see it when we test it on the enemy champion. 3, 2, 1. And nice little buttery effects there. Alright, interrupt that. Throw the javelin at him. We've got no mana for ultimate now. Alright, let's pop some cookies. Yeah, and honestly, this is just it's just a funny and cool skin. Like, that's all it is. There's not much complicated about it. It is just a pretty cool skin. Alright, let's ultimate one more time before we die. As you can see, gathering the dust to shoot up your ass. And then dropping down with a pitcher of toast. Alright, kill me, bro. Jespy's on the enemy pantheon, so Jespy gets the honors of killing me. But yeah, it was a toast image when I came back down. So let's see if there's any death animation here. Might be. Oh, he's gonna sit on my face? Really? There it is. First blood, spear goes down, butter knife goes down, and he falls flat in his face. I guess the dream of being a baker was not realized today, but smash the like button if you enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button below if you want to be updated with everything on the PBE ever. I did the Yorick rework full gameplay, all the new skins, stuff like that, just League news in general, other crazy gameplays in case you are new here. If you're not, you're a pimp, you already know what I'm talking about. And let's check that recall out one more time. So thank you very much for watching. Like I said, go check out the rest of the videos on the other content, and go check out the League Nation over there. It's our second channel with League plays all day, baby. We broke 30k subscribers. Thank you very, very much. New video coming out tomorrow on the League Nation and on my channel. Hey, and I guess apart from that, make sure that you go and check out the other video I'll be posting soon on the new Akali, Olaf, and Leona skins. There's 3 of them, but because they're 750, I think I'm going to do them all in one video. So go and check those out. Apart from that, peace on the streets, and I'll see you in that video.